Welcome back to the Woah Pony podcast. My name is Grace Clark and thank you very much for joining me today. Today's topic of the week is monster in-laws. I found some stories. I shared some long detailed ones which were pretty horrific in part one. And then now I've got some more or less short and sweet ones for part two before we wrap it up. Let's move on to some stories. I was hosting Thanksgiving dinner and spent about 7 to 8 hours cooking. My mother-in-law showed up with duplicate dishes of just about everything I made. We told her to only bring 2 dishes tops. When I commented that we had a lot more food than I was expecting, she said, "Well, we don't really need to put yours out, do we? Just put yours in the freezer." Some people are rude dinner guests. She's the host. Don't tell her to put her food in the freezer. Anyway, I don't have time to get really het up about these ones today. My mother-in-law keeps in regular contact with several of my husband's exes through Facebook and will call them with updates. Despite him telling her to stop, she even tried to reunite my husband with one particular ex who had cheated on him. Okay, I just don't understand the logic. Some people are a bit strange. My ex-mother-in-law dyed her hair to match mine and was obsessed with my chest size. To the point where she asked what size cup I was because she wanted an augmentation. Why? Why? That's so strange. That's so weird. Okay, next one. I was a bridesmaid in a wedding and my mother-in-law said, "The bride did such a nice job of choosing dresses because even you look good in this." These really wind me up, you know. They really wind me up. My ex-mother-in-law gave me a religious video about how women must learn to forgive after my ex-husband cheated on me. The thing that I want to just briefly discuss is, why do they get so involved? Why do they need to be so involved? I don't think my mum would ever get this involved with any relationship that I had. This is just bizarre. Why do you need to give your 2 cents? It's interesting that we say 2 cents even in England when we don't use cents. Do we say 2p? What do we say? 2 quid? What? What do we say? Do we say anything else? 2 bit? 2 piece? Give your opinion? Well, that's going to play on my mind all night long. I shan't be able to sleep. This one says, while getting ready to eat at my ex-mother-in-law's house, I went to grab a steak and my ex-mother-in-law said, "No, not that one." As I bit into the steak that she gave me, it tasted funny. I took a few more bites and couldn't eat anymore. My ex-mother-in-law took my plate away and was very upset with me. Within 20 minutes, I was in the bathroom questioning if I had been purposefully given food poisoning. She gave you food poisoning. She poisoned you. She poisoned you. She poisoned you in a legal way. Is it legal to food poison people? Accidentally? It's not illegal, is it? I don't know. If you know, comment below if you're watching on the YouTube channel, or just write in. Is it illegal to food poison people? Because it's an accident, but she did it on purpose. She poisoned you! Oh my goodness me. I love that she said, no, not that one. Have this one. But with steak, though, you can have steak blue, can't you? Yeah, you can have steak blue. So that must have been some bad steak. Some bad beef. But anyway, on that note, thank you very much for joining us today on the Woah Pony podcast. My name has been Grace Clark indeed, and today my hat only hit the microphone once. So the other hat must either be really big, my head was bigger last week, or I've shrank, or maybe all of the above. who'll know. Please follow us on the socials at Woah Podcast and myself at Grace and Megan Clark. Have a blessed week until I see you next. And thank you very much for joining me. Good night, Mummy.